I'm talking to all you real estate agents out there that are selling property. Now, what I hear sometimes is, oh gosh, we're nervous about the home inspection, or what's going to happen with the home inspection. Is everything going to go smoothly at the home inspection? And what I used to wonder is, why is everybody so worried about the home inspection? All we're doing is going there and describing a house to a buyer so they know what they're getting. And, it's come over the years down to one thing, and that is information, or more importantly, lack of information. So the reason that sellers and listing agents are worried about the home inspection is it's unknown. Well, of course you're nervous because it's unknown. Everybody's nervous about the unknown. Is the home inspector going to find a big, scary item for the buyer? Is there going to be an expensive item that's broken? Is one of the major systems of the house going to need repair? And more importantly, is my deal going to fall apart? Or do I have a tough uphill negotiation because there are things that are coming up that are making buyers apprehensive about buying the house, more importantly, apprehensive about paying that price for the house. So we're going to have a difficult negotiation. So home inspections are scary because of lack of information, and you just don't know what's going to happen. I have the solution. If it is scary for your seller to go through a home inspection because you don't know what the buyer is going to find, why not do the home inspection as a seller, and you'll know what they're going to find because you're going to find it first. This is called a pre-list home inspection. We offer these. A lot of other home inspectors across the country offer them as well. What you do as a seller, especially if you're an agent representing a seller that has lived in the house for a long time, or a seller that's inherited a property, these are people that are not likely to know the details of their house. For the most part, it's a surprise that kills the deal because the buyer makes an offer, there's a surprise that comes up, and they just don't know if the house is worth it or if there's a safety issue or whatever. So, especially if you're working with a seller that doesn't know all the details of the house, you should do a pre-list home inspection. This is where we come through the house and we do the same inspection that we would do as if you were going to buy the house, but we give that information to the seller. Now you have all this information at your disposal. You know how old things are. You know what things are broken and what things aren't. You know what things are marginal and close to the end of their predictive lifespan, and what things have a lot of life estimated left in them. And you can make an accurate disclosure. Let's say that you did a pre-list inspection and the inspector came through and we looked at everything and they reminded you, this is the original roof on your house. It's 30 years old. And you put that in the disclosure. Now, you don't even have to list the house at a different price or anything. But you're disclosing that this roof is 30 years old. When the buyer comes through and his home inspector says the same thing, this roof is 30 years old, it's at the end of its lifespan, blah, 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 the buyer can't really go back to you and say, we need a new roof because you disclosed at the beginning that this roof was 30 years old. And now that's off the table. You didn't even have to change the price of the house because the roof was a little bit older. That's fine. But it's basically considered that you took all that information into account, including the 30-year-old roof, when you priced the house and you decided what your asking price was going to be. So now you effectively took that maybe $17,000 item off of the negotiating table for the buyer. Really consider doing a pre-list home inspection for your sellers to smooth out the deal and, frankly, probably to get top dollar for your house, even if the house is not in premium condition.